Alright, so I finished my chakram. Looks like this. What I used was this Xena down here. You can get it at Allied Plastics. It's about $26 for a sheet of 4x8 black, 3mm thick. That's what you need to ask for when you go. I used these beads. I broke them in half and then glued them on. That was like the last thing I did. But so you're gonna want to get a heat pin like this. This one's mine. What I got at Michael's for $12. And it came with a few attachments, but I bought some extra ones because it didn't come with the cutting ones, the ones that are good for cutting. You see, here, I'll show you. These little silver ones are the ones you want for cutting because they're nice and thin and they won't melt it really badly. I tried to do it the first time with a different kind, like I tried to do it with this one, and that didn't work very well. And so you cut it out. You're going to use an X-Acto knife to go around the edges and even it out, get all the jagged edges off, and then you get sandpaper and you just sand it to get the edges how you want them. And then I used gold and silver paint. When you're going to want to paint a base coat. I painted my base coat silver. You can do it gold. And then you're going to take tape. I used masking or electric tape because it doesn't leave behind a sticky residue and it comes off really easily. And I just taped it so that it would have an even edge along where I wanted to paint the gold. And you leave it on while you're painting, and then once you get done painting, before it dries, because whenever acrylic paint dries and you take the paint off, it'll peel. So before it dries, you want to take the paint off, like right after you paint it. It's going to get your hands all painty like, but whatever. Then I broke the beads in half with my wrench or whatever you want. Where'd it go? This thing. And you want to make sure when you break it in half, it has two even edges so that it will sit evenly on there. And then I super glued them on with, where's my super glue? This area is so messy right now. I forgot one more thing. After you paint it, after you take the tape off and the gold's there, it's going to look really uneven because it's not going to look like how mine's outlined with black. The way I did that to make it look like it had a raised edge, I got the X-Acto knife and I just traced along the edges and etched in it until it was, rough, until you can feel the rough edge of it. Hi, I'm Robin from Ratchet Cosplay. I'm going to show you how to make a chakram for Xena. What you're going to need is a big sheet of Xena. This one I have is 4x8. I got it from Allied Plastics, which is a chain, and it should be in most major cities. I'm not sure if it's anywhere outside of the US, but you can get Xena pretty much at any plastic distributor in your local area. You're going to need something to draw it on first, which I'm using an old poster that I don't like anymore. It's a Modern Warfare 2 poster. And then you're going to need a heat pin. This is a heat pin, and this is the package of the heat pin I got it in. It comes in a package like this, most of them do. You can get them at Walmart for $10, or I got mine at Michael's, and it was about $12. They all work about the same, so. And then I got a packet of things to use to shape it after I cut it out, because whenever you cut it out with the heat pin, it's gonna be a little bit for example, I already tried cutting a little bit. It kind of looks a little bit weird, so you're going to want to get some of those to even out the edges. And then, this is my first time using a heat pen to cut Xena, so it's going to be a little bit weird. Then I got some sponges, just some of these, they're only like $1. And then I have black paint, gold paint, and silver paint. You're going to need some electrical tape, or any kind of tape really, so that when you're painting it, you can just peel it off afterwards, and it won't look weird. And then, I think that's about it. Alright, so, we're going to start off by drawing out Xena's thing. So I'm just going to guesstimate right now. I could, measure it and shit, but I'm too lazy for that. That smell is amazing. Makes me want to eat some bacon. Oh! Okay. So here it is. Even though it looks really lopsided, I'm probably going to remake it. Did not realize Central burnt that much when you use something so hot. Alright. Now then, for the next step, let's turn this off. This. Take this plate out. Alright, now you're gonna need some sandpaper. I thought I had sandpaper, but I guess I don't. So I'm gonna have to go get some later. Let's see. We can try using an X-Acto knife. Let's see what happens. Now you're just gonna use the X-Acto knife to cut off the bigger edges. You can use it. You can pretty much pick off most big edges, apparently. I'm gonna see if the piece of the heat gun will work to get these edges off. You know what? I wonder if the sandpaper's over there. The point of Ratchet Cosplay is to show you how to make costumes on the cheap. Most people would probably use Warbler for this. Well, not for the Chakrah, but for the armor. But Warbler is crazy expensive. So I'm trying to show you how to use Centra. But I'm not doing very well, am I? Could have sworn I had sandpaper. So you see I'm just going along, kind of shaving off the edges. It already looks a little bit better. Just be really careful if you're going to do it like this.
All those years of wood carving paying off. So you know what? It's already starting to look a little bit better. Not too much, but. So I'd say when you draw out the pattern, make it at least 2 centimeters thicker than it should be, so that when you go through with the heat pen, it'll even it out. And then make it a lot thicker than I did, because look at that. Looks like a drunk baby made it. Not that I endorse drunk babies.